So I am here with our special guests, and I want you to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
You want to go first?
Oh, sure, I'll go first. My name is Metzli, and I'm here with...
I'm Liliana Ruiz. We're from Sacramento, California, and we're just so excited to be here with you. So thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh. No, I'm excited. Now, so with So She Slays, like we're lucky enough that we get to interview lots of different types of people from all over the world, actually. And one of our favorite things that we like to do is when we come across women or even young women, such as yourselves, that are doing really, really big things in their community and really trying to help their community. And I think it's always important for So She Slays to reach back out to the communities that we represent or that we like to speak with or collaborate with, and really kind of understand them and get to know maybe some of the issues that you guys are going through. So go ahead, before I talk everybody's ear off, explain to me and tell everybody the communities that you're involved in.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so Metzli and I have been a part of the Danza Mexica community in Sacramento practically our whole lives. So I started danza when I was 14 years old, and Metzli was born into it. So she's like born and raised, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you could say the same for me as well, because I'm 24 right now. And so it's more than half my life that I've been a part of this, way of life and community. So that's a really big community that we're a part of. And then we also recently just joined the Chicas Latinas nonprofit group from Sacramento. And so that's another community that we delve into, and they're all about volunteer work and, giving back to the Latina community and making sure that our people are taken care of and, there's resources for them. And so we're finding a new avenue within that. And I think it's really exciting for me. We both started in probably late February of this year. So it's
still kind of new a little bit then.
It's still fairly new. We're still, learning the ropes of everything, but also we've been given great opportunities to be able to grow within, that organization and bring our ideas that we have and everything. So it's really amazing and just exciting.
No, that's wonderful. Explain to me, okay, because I'm not going to know. And neither is the rest of the audience. It's the danza community. Am I saying this right? Wrong? How do I say this?
So it's danza.
Danza? Okay. Yeah. We're learning things, guys. We're learning things. So explain to me what exactly this community is, because I know, most of our audience is going to be like, excuse me, what? So explain, please.
So the danza community is basically spread throughout the country. So it's a dance, an indigenous dance that originated from Mexico, but it was done all from Alaska through Chile. So there are different variations of the dance that have come about. But this was pre-Columbus. So we call it our indigenous dance and our indigenous dance community because it was pre-colonization. And so this community is basically a community of people who all kind of walk the same way of life, where we are trying to bring back our indigenous roots and trying to reconnect with our indigenous roots as well after so many years of colonization. And so like Liliana said earlier, I was raised into it. I was born into it. So my family dances, my grandpa dances, my dad, my aunt, and everybody. So a lot of these communities are families, and they're basically families that are just reconnecting with their roots and then finding new people that are also reconnecting with their roots and then coming together and then forming a community like that.
No, that's dope. I didn't even know that existed. I mean, I'm sure there's everybody else who, yeah, if it wasn't for my own family being involved, I would have no idea. Here's the thing is I know they're involved, but I had no idea what exactly it is. I know that both of you guys take on very big leadership roles in both of these communities. And I kind of want to talk to you about it because I think I'm inspired by the leadership roles that you have taken. And, I think one, we need more women leadership. Two, it's a lot harder than what people think it is. Dang. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about your leadership roles in both of the communities.
Yeah, of course. That's so funny. We literally like 30 minutes ago were just talking about our leadership roles within the dancer community and how the both of us, like, it wasn't something that the both of us were adamantly aware that we were like, oh, this is what we want to do and we want to take leadership and we want to like teach other people. It was kind of like our teachers or our, her dad, her dad's a teacher as well, but he's kind of like, my uncle to me. And so our teachers that have been doing this for so long, they just kind of threw it on us, which I think is
like, here you go, you lucky people.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's one thing that, I have like kind of like, at first I was just like, damn, I hate that they do that. But now I have such a love for it because, when you're a teenager, you're like, I don't want to do this. But no, it's just so funny because we were just talking about that. And I think they saw leadership in us that we didn't see yet. And I think they just knew that, we were going to be the ones that are going to help our generation of people to reconnect with their culture and to also just to be able to be there and educate them. And we've actually been doing so now with, I think maybe about like 6 people that have joined, our dance group and community. We've been able to, teach them dances and just, about different ceremonies and,
And can anyone join this community? Like,
Yeah, it's open to anybody. I think that's just what's really beautiful about it, because how Metzli was saying, like her whole family does it, right? And so you'll find that once you join this community, there's a lot of intergenerational families that, are doing it together, and it's such a beautiful thing. And, you learn together and everything like that.
Yeah, you learn together, and you like are specifically in our dance group, we make sure that it's a way that we can all grow. So whether that is in our dance community and dancing and learning new steps and learning new drum beats and all that kind of stuff, but also growing professionally and growing in our lives.
Yeah.
So teaching us, morals and life skills that we can take with us. Like I don't think I would be the person I am today if it wasn't for the morals and the teachings that I've had from my parents and my other teachers in the community. And also like just professional wise, like our group is very focused around education and pushing secondary education. And for, as soon as a dancer comes in and says, yeah, like most of our dancers actually graduated from like UC Davis or Sac State, and they come in and they're like, yeah, actually, like I'm a UCD alumni. And we're like, hey, like half of everybody is here too. And so like for me, like I'm a senior in high school. And so applying for college and having that support from my dance group and being able to go to my dance group. And like with Liliana, like she graduated from Sac State. So me going to her and asking her about the like educational process and like the application process and all that stuff for college, like we support each other in a lot more than just dance. We support each other educationally, professionally, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's also why it's so great and why it's so open to everyone, because as soon as somebody wants to join, there's no judgment. There is no such thing as like judging you for being a new dancer, for messing up the dance steps. Because even though we've been dancing like 10 plus years, we still mess up and we still pause and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
So I know that that's one community. What about the other community? Because your leadership roles kind of transfer over to there too.
Yeah, they do. So the other community, the one that we, touched bases about earlier, is the Chicas Latinas de Sacramento, the nonprofit volunteer group that we're a part of. And within that community, Metzli and I have found ourselves being able to use our skills in graphic design and photography. And we've been blessed with them entrusting us with their social media accounts and, making sure that the word is spread out there with, any work that we do within Sacramento community and, giving back.
It kind of goes along with like what the goal was. So our director, her name is Angela Chavez, and she founded Chicas Latinas, basically on the idea that she didn't want Latinas out there who love to volunteer to be alone.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times as Latinas, we go to a volunteer event and then we're seen as a token Latina. So we're pulled aside and they're like, hey, you speak Spanish, right? And as soon as we say yes, oh my God, we are dragged everywhere.
Game over.
Yeah, it's rough sometimes.
It is. And so for her to start that, she wanted us to basically come together and be able to go to volunteer events together. So you weren't the token Latina. Now it's okay, like now there's 5 of us going together, and so you're not by yourself. You're not the only person that looks the way we do and stuff like that. So we're not alone. And so a lot of those volunteer events and a lot of the fundraiser events, it's so nice because as soon as we come together, it's a whole community of just Latinas who have so much in common, and we're also very like individual in ourselves as well. And so seeing that mesh together and then being able to support each other in the volunteer community is really cool because it feels very at home and very much a comfortable space to volunteer in because it's something that we're all passionate about.
Which is incredible because I'm going to say, when I was your guys' age, I don't know if volunteering was probably at the top of my list of things that I would go do. I mean, maybe during the holidays. Maybe I would go and do that as far as like, going to volunteer. I was always the person who I'm just like, my family does volunteer work stuff too, but it's normally like, I'm just going to go help out somewhere for a few hours, which is fine. But that happens like maybe once a year. Like maybe I'll donate some toys to Tots. We do like an angel tree thing to help out the elderly and the young kids in foster homes and that kind of stuff. But high fives because y'all are carrying it around like all year round. Over here trying to be inspiring to myself to go out and do some more. So being leaders, young women leaders in these communities, what's the hardest part?
I think I have an answer for that one.
She's like, girl, I know already.
Yeah. Let me pull my list out. I'm kidding.
Bro, I don't blame you. It's hard being a leader.
Mental list and
yeah, really. Well, the biggest thing that I think I've run into is I'm a lot younger than I think people think I am initially, but I'm 17, so I'm still in high school. So when I go out and I take leadership roles, a lot of the times I just kind of get stepped over. Or if I am talking about something, especially I think in our Danza community, because for a lot of generations, it was very male dominated.
Yes.
And so recently, as feminists, we're trying to take what we know on the outside, because I think the society that we're living in right now is emphasizing a lot of feminism and emphasizing the roles of women and how they're changing. And so I think us trying to take that from our daily lives and then trying to bring it into our danza community and say, hey, like it doesn't have to be so male dominated. So taking that and then trying to shift it a little bit, you do get stepped over sometimes. Or it is, for me, I've run into a lot of like, oh, like, but you're so young. Like, what do you mean you know what you're doing? And I'm like, well, I was raised in, like, I've had 10 plus years doing this. Like, I think I just recently did 8 years dancing total. So
I think it's like the underestimation that people have, and just also like disbelief almost. I think that we can do what we know what we're doing, and that we've had like extensive, and I guess training. I don't really want to use that word, but like that we've had
experience
teachings.
Exactly. It's a lot of like little comments or little microaggressions. Like I've recently at my high school, I'm getting very involved with like a lot of equity programs and a lot of trying to lead an initiative of making my school more equitable. And in that, I've gotten a lot of comments like, oh my gosh, like you're so well spoken. I'm like, well, of course, like English was my first language.
I'm going to try and not take that personally. Thanks.
And they're like, oh, like your name, it's just so like ethnic. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, girls, stop it.
As soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh,
it's a wrap. I'm done. Like, what am I going to do with this? Right.
Just turn around. I'm like, no, ignore what you said. But so it's a lot of that. It's a lot of just trying to, it's a lot of not getting offended, because I think that if you did get offended so easily, like, I think we all would have lost our minds at this point. But it's a lot of just having to be patient and having to understand that in our communities, there is still a lot of male dominated communities that are changing. And even though we want to be so pissed off at a lot of the stuff that happens, it's a lot of patience and understanding that things are changing and that change is coming slow. So we have to be patient, but inside we are like burning up and like
there's a
trying to
flame
stay
brewing.
Would you say that that's probably how you guys deal with being, dealing with microaggressions, kind of being stepped over, maybe being underestimated? Is that how you best deal with it? Is just patience?
For me, I think it's just, so, being raised and growing up in danza, right? Like there's also the spirituality part of it. And there's also like, it's fun and it's beautiful, but it's also a way of living. And so, like there's a lot of ceremonies that we go to and there's a lot of healing that happens, like inner healing and things like that. And so I think a way that has really helped me is going to danza, right? And like, yes, we're there to learn these dances that were taken from us so many years ago, but at the same time, it's like medicine and it's healing and kind of like a circle, right? Like a full circle. Like you go through these things and we're trying to persevere and we're trying to like make change and, be woman in, a male dominated society and world. And
women of color, which we're going to add that notch on top of that.
The whole world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Praying for sure. Like, because it is a form of praying. When we dance, we dance to pray. We have a purpose in mind.
There's intention behind it.
Yeah, that helps a lot. And I think also just having a circle of women to go back to as well. Because when you're in a male dominated society or a male dominated meeting or career and stuff like that, we go through that and you have to endure all day. And so it's nice to go home and have a supportive women that you can just like rant to and be like, can you believe he said that to me today? Like, oh my God, I cannot believe he said that. And having other women who understand what you're going through. And I think that's something like very beautiful that we've gotten to see a lot because of the community we were raised in. We have a lot of very strong and powerful women that are there to support us no matter what. And so I think that really helps because they just get it. There is something so talking to a woman who just gets it and you're like, yes, thank you. Like, so valid for feeling that way. So
it's so reassuring. And I know you guys were kind of like thrusted into this leadership role in both of your communities, honestly. I think sometimes having been in your shoes as far as being thrusted into leadership roles myself growing up, sometimes those in power just see the most potential or at least like the most responsible.
I definitely will agree with you on that one.
It's like this person can handle it. It's going to actually get done. So I kind of want to say, ask you guys maybe words of wisdom for girls that are coming up in their own communities who are either leaders or given the opportunity to lead, what you would say to them.
We actually have a ceremony for that for young women who it's called Shilonen, and it's, a coming of age ceremony. And the older woman or the older girls, they take on the responsibility of mentoring, the ones that are coming in and going through that rites of passage almost, right, into womanhood. And I always make it a point to tell these young girls that when the opportunity comes, don't hesitate. Like, even if you're unsure about it, there's a reason why somebody chose you, or there's a reason why that you're here, or, there's always a reason. It's because somebody believes in you, or because there's a community of people that believe in you. And I just always tell everybody, like, just go for it. Like, just don't have fear. There's going to be moments where you're going to, be uncertain, or you're just going to kind of be like, no, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And that's normal, but I just always tell people, like, you're here for a reason and somebody saw something in you, so run with it. You know what I mean? Like, just go with it. And I think that's just kind of the best, right? Like, go with it and just know that it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't mean that you're weak or anything. It just means that you're further learning and you want to learn more, and there's people that are here to help you, so take it.
Yeah. I know that a lot of women of color especially struggle with imposter syndrome really badly. And my advice to like myself and like what I tell myself whenever I feel that is like, you know, you are 100% valid in being there. You are there for a reason.
Yes.
You are qualified, and even in some cases, way more qualified to be there than half of the people in the room.
Yes.
So don't even doubt your position there. Somebody saw something in you. And like you said, you should take it. You should take advantage of it. And I think it is scary sometimes. Just know you're not the only one going through it. You're not the only one that's scared, and sometimes not the only one that feels intimidated, and that's okay. We all go through it, and I don't think it's talked about enough. But also, you know, I think a big piece of advice I give to a lot of like, I think girls my age, but also like just women in general, is just like to not play into societal roles that we have, you know. Like I personally, when they tell me like, oh, like Metzli, like, you know, you shouldn't wear like your big hoops to like this interview, I'm like, I'm gonna wear my big hoops, like
busting them out.
like, I'm gonna wear the biggest like beaded earrings I have, like carry that with you, carry your culture, your identity, carry it with you. Don't allow it to get lost, because
be proud of it, because that's it's who you are. You know what I mean? Like you have to be excited and proud to be, you
represent.
know, like represent your community.
Own it. You 100% should own it.
Like with jobs, like I see a lot of like, I see myself sometimes like going into an internship or an interview and seeing myself like assimilate and dress, like I dress all professional, I look and I'm like, this just doesn't look right.
I do that.
So
too.
I like put on earrings, I put on my beaded earrings, or put on like a beaded necklace, and I carry that with me because I'm very proud to be who I am. I'm very proud to represent my community. And so like never like, I guess the word is to kind of just like to don't mellow out our culture to fit into society. If anything, scream it from the rooftops. Like show them who you are, and don't be afraid to, because you know people are gonna be like, oh my god, what does that say, or like what is that? And you can just be like, oh, actually, like it's like, you know, jewelry, like it's indigenous jewelry, and it's a chance to educate people, because some people don't even know that our culture is still here.
Exactly. You're so grounded in who you are as people, which is amazing. And one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you guys, because you guys are inspiring. And I think it's very important for young women, and even, you know, women my age and older, who are looking for some inspiration and some validation and maybe a community in which they are recognized themselves. So in that, where can people find you? How do we get a hold of you?
Everywhere. You turn the corner and we're right there. No.
Right there. You stealth. It's like the Matrix over here.
Yes and no. So there's actually, you know, if you're speaking as far as Danza Azteca,
Everywhere.
it's really everywhere. You
San Jose, Bay Area, like
Los Angeles, San Diego, up north,
Oregon, Colorado, Arizona, like anywhere that you look for danza. I mean, everybody is trying to be reconnected. I mean, in Sacramento alone, there's about like 7 dance groups.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Danza groups specifically tend to lean towards like nonprofit organizations, and we partner with them a lot, and we dance like in their spaces. Go to parks. Sometimes we're at parks a lot.
A lot of times we're at parks.
Yeah. And so as soon as you see like, you know, a dance group, if you ever come across one, like don't hesitate to ask, and to ask what group they're with, or ask how you can join, because they're never going to tell you, oh, I'm sorry, but you can't be with us. Like they're never going to tell you that. It's always open doors and open arms.
That's awesome. And then do you guys have like Instagrams? I mean, wait, no, that was only one community. Where's the other? How do I get a hold of you in the other one?
That one's kind of hard. Well, Metzli and I have personal Instagrams, and then we also, she has personal ones, and then I have like ones for my business. But
girl, hit me with those Instagram handles.
I'll send them your way.
I'm like at Metzli, METZZZLI.
Hers is easy. Mine are kind of lengthy because, you know, I got a Mexican long ass name, but
whatever, own it. We just talked about owning it, so you're gonna have to own that one.
Okay, I was so embarrassed when I was a kid by it, but I was like, you know what? It's just because I was the only Latina in my school, and so
well, that's another thing. Never shorten your name for anybody. Don't don't give them a nickname because your name is hard to pronounce. No, make them say it over and over again. Like that's your name. It's your identity. I used to do that. I would be like, oh, just call me Metz and stuff like that. And then people would call me that, and I'd be like, it's not me.
Oh, you were like shortchanged by your name. Oh no.
I'll sit there and I'm like Metzli, and they're like I'm like Metzli, and they're like I still don't.
It's not even that hard, you guys. It's not even that hard. Okay, well, to wrap this up, I want to thank you guys for, getting on this podcast with me and sharing some words of wisdom and inspiring, hopefully, members in your community, but members all over who are listening to this. Because I think, like I said before, I really, Social Slaves really works on empowering the younger generation, as well as us, older people, and, even older than us as well. I think it's empowering and important to have a female-driven community who, yes, practices patience, because we are all trying to, come around a corner of a male-dominated world. So practice patience. Please don't lose your shit, guys. And
You do it sometimes, but collectively.
collectively, like,
Or after the meeting, then you can just go ham. Yeah.
right. Let it out, because it's not healthy to hold that stuff in. Like, don't do it. Well, honestly, thank you so much for joining us. And we will definitely stick your Instagram handles and that kind of stuff in our description. So if you're listening and you want to get a hold of them, definitely check out the description for ways to get a hold of these two lovely ladies. And until next time, Slay Nation, thank you so much for listening.